Good morning, Mr. Gupta. Thank you very much for joining us today at India M2M and IoT Forum. It is an honor to have you join us as the plenary speaker of the day. May I request you to please briefly introduce yourself and your association and works in the M2M and IoT space, especially with respect to M-Health and E-Health?
Okay, so it's been last, I think, 2 decades I have been in health, and see, technology is something that is changing healthcare pretty fast, and I have been globally active. I used to be in the Global Agenda Council of World Economic Forum, where we were driving digital health as an agenda. Then I have been in the innovation sessions of the World Economic Forum, WHO, United Nations. I have spoken at the UN General Assembly on the role of M-Health for healthcare and the importance. Within the government, I have been always requesting, saying, why don't we use M-Health and E-Health? And I put it as an agenda before policymakers. So I think I am very passionate about it. For decades, we have failed to deliver healthcare to masses. There is no reason I see doctors should be going to rural India in the next couple of years, and technology is the only way out. I think we need to use technology.
A lot is being said and done about M2M and IoT space, especially with regards to the potential it holds in the healthcare sector in India. What is your take on it, and what do you think the industry has in store for the future?
See, as of today, I think there has been a lot of excitement, but very few people have understood the technical aspects. I mean, the clinicians still drive, or center of gravity for healthcare is still surrounding clinicians. I think that needs to change. If you take that out and put the center of gravity towards the patients, I think technology become the core, and I am seeing that happening over the next 3 years.
Is there any initiative that has been taken up by the Government of India to propagate the use of M2M and IoT in the healthcare sector?
Many. So first thing is setting up the India Health Information Network, which was set up by a government order on the 6th of January. I think shortly the National E-Health Authority would be initiated, and that would actually be the biggest push ever on e-health in this country.
Alright.
Yes.
Great. And when can we expect the announcement?
See, the work is already on, so you will have the draft, I think, on the ministry website in the next couple of weeks.
Okay.
And it should get into parliament. I don't know the dates. It's all a process and a procedure that will be followed. So it could be this year, it could be next year. But I think once that's out, I think e-health will fly in this country.
You're here today at India M2M and IoT Forum. What do you think about the entire platform, and how important do you think platforms like these are for the industry?
See, I am very impressed with the profile of speakers you have in the audience you have. I think what makes is not the number of people you have in the conference, but the profile of people. So it's about impact. So very interesting to see relevant people talking things that matter. If you are able to compile a report of all this and send it to the government and various people, I think it should have an impact, because these kind of forums we need more and more, because then the ideas come out, we assimilate the content, put them in a note and send it to people to look at and act on.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gupta, for sharing your views.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me here.
And we look forward to working very closely with you going forward, and to receiving you once again as our esteemed speaker in 2016.